there, mate? Hello? Hello? Copy. All right, good man. Yeah, I'm just going to greet them. Get the new music ready. Good man. All right. G'day, this is Captain Australia, and I'm on the side of the road at a long construction site on the way to Traralgon. Just leaving the lovely people of Rosedale on the long route to Melbourne from Brisbane. So, all right, you ready? My mate Barry, we're totally on track. He's been working up some new variations on the show's theme music. Check this out. Okay, Barry, yeah, cue the new one, version 2, my friend. No, it's ready, mate. I love it. You go. Ready? I check this out, people. You ready? Ready on 3, 2. It's the Captain Australia show. Dig diggity ding. Barry, that was just bloody awesome, mate. Well done. Good on you. Okay, hi, this is Captain Australia. I am on the road to Traralgon, and I'm just maybe, I don't know, less than 10 kilometres away. So, 2 hours. So I reckon I'll wander into town at about 4 o'clock. And I've had contact that somebody's arranged another motel for me. So I think all of these businesses are starting to see the merit of the old buffet and his mad quest, and they're just getting on board with giving me a safe, warm place to sleep, which is just lovely. I've gotten so used to camping rough that there's a part of me that sort of misses the solitary bit. But honestly, coming through from the Victorian border, I had a good few days of that and a good hard slog. So I guess it's really nice. So thank you. I don't know the name of the hotel or the details just yet. I think it might be called the Mantra or something like it. Sounds fancy. So anyway, I have a safe place to sleep tonight. I'll be arriving in Traralgon mid-afternoon, and I'll stick around there anywhere up until noon tomorrow because I'm just going to Morwell, which is less than 20 k's. That's the next town down the road. So I've got a much more relaxed schedule. And if you're in Morwell or Traralgon today and tomorrow morning, Morwell tomorrow afternoon, and the day after that in the morning, and you'd like to meet me, just fire me a message and we'll make it work. I've already got some nice people and local businesses that I've promised to come in and say good day to. So if I've said to you I will, I absolutely bloody will. But don't be afraid to remind me because I'm a bit of an old buffhead. Angie says, Arvo, Barry, and majestic, mighty, magnificent overlord. Oh, Jesus, Angie. You just, look, I don't want to rant. I'm going to control the impulse to rant. As your overlord, I want you to respect that I have the right to rant. And in fact, it's expected that I should rant, but I'm controlling that impulse, okay? You don't call me blah, 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 blah. You don't make it up. It is your Imperial Magnificence Overlord Captain Australia. That's it. That's the title. Don't make it up. Don't get it wrong. It's not half of that. It's not a jumble of words randomly. It's your Imperial Magnificence Overlord Captain Australia. If you can't get it right, I'm sorry. I'm kicking you out of Vicky. You can go live in New South Wales or something. I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't afford therapy. So look, here I am. Casually resting against one of these road signs. You can see off down that away, long roadworks, and I'm on this side of the barrier. Yeah. So I have to dodge a bit of mud and machinery and stuff from time to time, but for the most part, this is quite a safe and chilled out option of the walk. And the workmen, the work people, they don't seem to mind. And a couple have said, "G'day, what are you doing? What's your story?" So I've had some nice chats. So Tim asks, "How are you going with walking through the roadworks?" It's actually a lot better than walking down the road, mate. Yeah, a lot safer. Karen says, "Good afternoon, Captain. Sunshine, lollipops, rainbows everywhere and everywhere is what I feel when we're together. Great day for..." What? Okay, now I've got that in my head. It's sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is what I feel when we're together. Brighter than a sunny sunshine, something, blah, blah. I don't know what. Again, I can't afford therapy. Why are you projecting these things into my mind? Now I have to wonder, is this person Karen Roberts? Are they real? Is this just part of the slow decline, day 75? progressively losing it more and more. Going fine through the roadworks. Paddy Boot, not much longer to go. Yep, we're getting there, mate. 9 more days. I'm really looking forward to that final day in Federation Square. Even if I only have a few people shoulder to shoulder with me, it's just going to be a joy. Diddly dee. Christy Kemp. Hey, Cap, I can't wait to meet you in Morwell. Well, Christy, bloody hell, we're going to meet up in Morwell, aren't we? It'll be a delight, and look forward to a chat, all right? Josh, you have plenty of drinks. That's a statement. Should there be a question mark on there? I'm okay. I'm carrying like less than a litre of water, but I'm only 2 hours into town, so I'm all good, yeah. Christy Kemp, you crack me up. I'm delighted by that, Christy. Meg, good day, Captain Australia. Love your Wii songs. Wii songs? Is that like songs related to urine, you know, or little songs? I don't know. Most of my songs have poo in them, not we. Karen, I can't afford therapy either. Well, we can tell each other our problems and see if that, you know. I think a problem shared is a problem halved, personally. Diddly-dee. We are up to date on our comments. Bloody lovely. All right, so here I am. You can see my pack is just there. I don't have my banner up. I just walking down the highway. Unless I've got absolutely no clearance and it helps with my visibility, I usually have it down. Val says you're doing a great job, Captain. Well, thank you, mate. That's kind of you. The only thing for me that's on my mind is at the start of it, not just at the start of it, a year ago, they said to me, pick a goal for your fundraiser. How much do you want to raise? And I'm like, I don't know, $1 million? They're like, you're bloody crazy. Pick a real number. And I'm like, I don't know, $250,000? You're bloody crazy. Pick a real number. And I said, no, $250,000. And have not yet achieved that goal, but I think we've done remarkably. I think their average fundraiser is like, $4,000 or something. So, it's not me. I'm just the buffet walking. It's everybody who's gotten behind it that's raised the money. And it's such a wonderful, worthy cause, the Kids Cancer Project. So it is about better, softer survival outcomes for kids who suffer from cancer. The average age is 6. And there's, to be clear, for those of you who are new and don't know, it's 950 Aussie kids every year. And 20% of them do not survive. So that is 3 children every week who die in hospitals around Australia. They just die. And it's usually in pain. And it's a horrible death. And, the mental brutality of that inflicted on the family, the horrible pain, the anxiety, the everlasting grief of it. So the idea of the research is that it improves the survival numbers. So that's 1 fewer child lost, 1 less family destroyed. You know what I mean? So it's a wonderful, wonderful cause. And if you can get behind it, good on you. And if you don't have cash to donate but you want to help, just jump out into your community and tell them about this buffet walking Brisbane to Melbourne. See if you can drum up a bit of support. If we can get on the telly, every time we get on the telly, it's ka-ching, ka-ching for the charity, yeah. Anyway, that's part of it. The other part is my own healing. And the other part is us. This stuff. I don't know what's going on. I'm just doing my best to share it. And it started with me it was a morbid thing. I wanted to share it so my children could see who their dad was. So just keep it 100% real. Share my thoughts, my ideas, what I'm experiencing on the road, all of that sort of stuff. And then now it's become our thing, So if you have anything you want to talk about, any subjects you want to dive into or whatever, hit me up. Ideally in a message. I try to read all the comments, but I do definitely read and respond to all of the messages. Did I miss any comments? Not really. Where's the Super Grover Darren? Oh, yeah, so he had threatened to join in for a bit, but I think he had to work. So that didn't happen, sadly. Michelle Bridges, you're an inspiration to us all. Well, thank you. We who are about to die salute you. Well, I'm not about to die, touch wood. Lisa Marie Scott. Was that? Did you like marry Elvis Presley and then remarry? Crazy things happen all the time. Yeah, they do. Christy Kemp, I'm trying to get you in a motel for the night in Morwell. Oh, that's kind of you. Yes, I've got a place in Traralgon tonight, and Morwell's just a hop, skip, and a jump around the corner, isn't it? Geez, I'd be spoiled if I had like 3 motels in a row. Holy moly. Time he gets to put his feet up and have a bath, no, well, shower or whatever. Val Russell's so scary, Captain, doing it for the kids. Yeah, when I get to the end, for me, it's hard to validate how the dollar amount translates to human lives. I don't like all of the projects, like the diseases like non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, neuroblastoma, all these types of cancers that specifically attack children. It's all over my head. So for me, I just have to get to the end and hope that it changes the outcome for just one child. Because if it does, if it saves a little boy like Archer who's in Westmead at the moment, just him as an example. But if it saves that one little child, it makes all of my own suffering through after and through the walk, through my own cancer and through the walk to recover from it, it makes it all worthwhile. Just one child. So that's what I have to believe, regardless of the dollar amount raised, that we've helped the child. And again, that Hebrew saying, save but one life, you save the world entire. So we're saving the world! Oh dear, what's wrong with me? I don't know. Can't afford therapy. Taylor Nichols, keep up the good work, mate. Thank you, Taylor. We're up to date. Lisa Marie Scott, Mum was a massive Elvis fan. Oh, well, that's where you got the name. Okay. Lucky I was a girl. Being a boy, my name would be, yeah. Oh, that would be Elvis Scott. I mean, that's a pretty cool name, though. Simone says, or Simone, how are you managing walking alongside traffic? A road user showing courtesy and slowing, or do you have a sign of warning? Yeah. Oh, no, look, it's quite dangerous on the road, but nobody wants to run you over. There have been a couple of calls where drivers have gone full on into the breakdown lane, driving along it, actually trying to overtake on the left, which is something you should never do. And I've almost had to jump the barrier. But for the most part, I'm careful, people are careful, and I think the people who see me understand that I'm trying to do something. So they respect it. Everybody beeps and waves. There hasn't been much ill will at all, to answer your question, Simone. But in terms of managing the dangers, that's on me. The motorists shouldn't have to be stressed out or deal with me. And if they see me, they are generally quite careful. Truckers are absolutely bloody great, but they tend to even try and get in the other lane if they can. But what I do is I turn and I face the barrier and I hold the barrier and I stand completely still. So the trucker knows I'm not going to trip, I'm not going to move, I'm not a hazard. They can just safely go past. So I think we just work together, which is lovely. Susan says, if everyone put a $1 in, you would get over $1 million. Great work. Hey, everybody, drop $1 in. Look, or tell your cousin. Tell your cousin and your auntie. And, urge them to donate. Be a bit of a, what's the word? I don't know, evangelize for the big walk if you can. I'd love it if we made the $250,000 goal. $1 million would be crazy, but at 200, it's just something about achieving a goal, I guess. I'd love it. Fiona says, well done, Captain. You're a legend. Saving one child is better than saving. Great job. Yeah, well, yes, thank you. Diddly-dee-dee. We're up to date on our comments. So I'm almost to Traralgon. It's still a couple of hours away, but 25k today, it's a pretty chilled out walk. So I am now just resting my big bullfed feet and my big bullfed bum, which I won't show you. There's a massive rip in the back of these Desert Warrior Captain Australia pants. So my old man butt hangs out pretty clearly out the right butt cheek. So it is all the way from left to right, a tear in my pants. And the green ones aren't much better as well. Karen says, lol, got another one whilst walking. Oh, I stuck my finger in the woodpecker's hole and the woodpecker said, God bless my soul. Get it out, remove it. I'm guessing you know something. I don't know that one. All I know is how much wood can a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck would or woodchuck would. She sells seashells on the seashore. I don't know that song, sorry. If you want songs that get in your head, what would be the top three? I reckon, in the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the quiet jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, I'm on my way. Oh, in my way, 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 oh, in my way. Hush my dog. Once you get that stuff into your head, it won't go away. Christmas carols, yeah. But sometimes I get random songs. So there's one, it's by a band called Bastille, and I don't know the song very well, but it just got in my head. And it's like, lately I've been thinking, I want you to be happier. I want you to be happier when the morning comes and we see what we've become. In the cold light of day, da 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 dee dee da. Every argument, every fight that don't make sense. And I don't know the song very well, but you get the lyrics in there, and there's just certain key points in the song, like only for a minute, and you know. And then you got like 80s classics, you know, Higher Love. The other day I had Cyndi Lauper's True Colors in my head over and over, you know. But it's different for each person. You got those iconic songs from your childhood that can just suddenly jump in, just full throttle. Um, for me, Ricky Don't Lose That Number, a Steely Dan song, jumps in my head sometimes. My 2-year-old is singing with you. I'm sorry, I stopped. But yeah, that's a lovely song, and it's got like a beat to it. So for me, when you're walking, that bam, 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 anything that allows you to get a little bit of cadence and a little bit of pace is helpful, yeah. Anyway, riggedy old man ramble. I also, and this is so stupid, but I'll get a song in my head, and then I'll start making up I'll be like rapping to it with made up lyrics, trying to make them rhyme as I walk down the road. So it might be to that lately. I've been thinking, I want you to be happier, but I'm like, yeah, oh, Captain Australia, walking down the you know. It's just an insight into the strange mental decline of Simon Harvey as he walks from Brisbane to Melbourne, really. That's all that is. Christie's in Morwell. My partner and I got you a hotel for the night. They donated it, called the Parkside Motel in Morwell. Oh, Christy, that is absolutely wonderful. If you are in discussion with them, please give them my humblest thanks and my grateful acceptance. I'm delighted. So tomorrow night, yeah, I will front up there. And that Morwell, I'll actually get a chunk of time in Morwell because it's not much of a walk. I think it's like less than 20k from Traralgon. So I'll have a relaxed day, like a rest day, just 15, 18k, whatever it is. And yeah, then I'll front up there. And anybody who wants to meet in Morwell, well, Morwell's it's the home of that Triple M challenge, Morwell to Melbourne in March. So if there's anybody doing that challenge, absolutely delighted to meet up and do a few Ks with you. All right, Christy, cheers. I'd be delighted. Karen says, this is the song that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on. My friend, some people started singing it, not knowing that they continue singing forever because it's just a song that never ends. Okay. Well, I don't know about never ends. Everything ends. Like that's the one unifying thing about us as a species. We have to learn to accept that things come to an end. It's like there's that. Oh, now I've got a song. This is a terrible song, probably from the 80s, but it's like, oh, how's it go? Hear me now. It's started up. But it's the never-ending story. Anyway, you know. The never-ending story. La 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 la. Never. What the hell am I doing? I'm live streaming to human beings, other human beings on Facebook, singing the never-ending story song, while dressed as a superhero, casually legs up in a construction site in the middle of bloody nowhere. I don't know. Again, it's cheaper than therapy. um, Karen, yep, I'm officially a tad crazy today. Must be the sunshine. I'm officially a tad crazy every day. Look, thank you for your interest. So the core of what I'm doing is righteous, even if some of the cosmetics are a bit mental. So I dress up as the superhero Captain Australia. Looks like this. Yeah, yeah. And my goal is to make the world better. That's simple. You know, and to take that goal and make it something achievable, it's to help a charity called Kids Cancer Project, but also to heal myself. And that whole save but one life, save the world entire thing, it already applies because my own life has been saved by this big war. You know, I was a ghost a year ago, like a flat strap promise ghost, you know. I had no hope left in my life. And I think it's wonderful and something that we can possibly share and take something away from, that, with a tiny spark of hope. If you breathe life into it and you protect it and you grow it, you can achieve fantastic, amazing change. Spontaneous total remission of suffering. You know? Well, maybe not spontaneous. You have to put in a bit of work. And for me, that looks like dressing up like a superhero and walking across the country. For you, it might just be taking up Pilates. But at the end of the day, a little bit of hope goes a long way. And I think that's wonderful. And it's something to remember. Simone says, safe travels. Pleased to know the walk alongside highway traffic isn't too hectic. Fantastic cause. Plus, you're almost back to your family, mate. I hope you get greeted in Melbourne with the softest, fluffiest slippers for your feet. Yeah, oh, that's cool. I think I'll keep the Captain Australia boots on until I get back to Brisbane, yeah. Because I'll be doing some closing off, I hope, some closing off national media, so I'll need to stay in costume. Margaret says, pardon me, my grandson just saw you on Facebook and said Santa. Well, when I was walking through the Gold Coast, I met these lads. Like, they were half drunk, 19 years old, getting up to shenanigans. And they came charged over to me, and it was all hugs and friendliness, and they loved my story. At first, they were a bit like, taking the mickey, but when we spoke, like, and they listened, it became love. It was good. But they said, they named me, because they didn't know Captain Australia, they named me Military Santa as well. So there you go. It's not a new thought, but you're good on you. I love that, your little grandson. Belinda says, good afternoon, Captain. You're such an inspiration. What a wonderful thing you are. And it doesn't say see more. But I'm guessing that says what a wonderful thing you're doing. And I thank you for that, Belinda. What a lovely comment. All right, well, I'm going to have 10 minutes more sitting here on my magnificent bum. Then I'm going to get up and walk. Oh, the sun's coming out. And here I am in the shade of this thingamabob road sign. There you go. So, thank you for your time and interest. Captain Australia's Big Walk Kids Cancer Project, Brisbane to Melbourne. On my way to Traralgon today, Morwell tomorrow. And I will be in touch from there. Take care of yourself. Thanks for the chat. All the very best. You lift me up. I appreciate you. Cheers.